everybody, Scott here from West New York Brews. I wanted to show you how to do something on Untappd that I've been meaning to do for a while anyway, so let's make a video. So we are on Untappd.com, Untappd.com, and I am signed in on my West New York Brews account, and I'm going to add my home brewery to Untappd so that people, if they have beer at my house, they can untap. I don't know how often that's a thing, but it seems like something people want to know how to do. So let's put it in here. So the first thing you have to do, you can't just add a brewery. You have to find your beer first. So if it's a beer like the one I'm going to add, which is a Janet's Brown Ale. Typing that in here. If I'm typing that in, we're going to find, I clicked see more. I suddenly see more. Sorry. So we're adding in the beer, and we can see a bunch of here, all right? A bunch of homebrews. People have already added their own. But we are going to add it. It says, don't see the beer you're looking for? You can add it here. That was down at the bottom. I scrolled down. You can add it here. So we're going to click that. Now I know we are adding the brewery here, but you have to start with the beer. So it says, use this form, and it says, don't include the brewery in the beer name. All right, you can read all these things here. Do not create a beer that are blends of 2 or more beers, and so on and so forth. And it says, give your homebrew an original name. Don't use another name for a beer that is commercial, but that's to avoid confusion. This one is Janet's Brown Ale, but I've been adding it, or I've been submitting it as a Janet's Fraternal Twin. Fraternal Twin. That's because I used the Brewing Classic Styles recipe and then changed it slightly. There were a couple of things that I changed based on convenience and based on taking the hop level down just ever so slightly. I still submitted it as a brown IPA, but took it down just a little bit. So Fraternal Twin, because it shares all the same DNA, or it shares the same DNA, but it's not identical. Okay, that's why I've been calling it Janet's Fraternal Twin. And here we go right here, brewery name. All right, so we actually don't have a brewery name here at the house. So we're going to call this WNY Brews. And then take a look right there. Don't see your brewery? Click here to add it. There we go. Select brewery type. This is where we can select home brewery, as in non-distributed homebrews. And then where you are. So we're going to select the United States right here. The ABV on this is about 7%. The IBU on this, I have to look in my Beersmith. I'm going to take a guess, put it at about 50-ish. That's a shot in the dark guess. So once again, this is a specialty IPA based on what I entered it in on. So we are looking for brown IPA or specialty IPA. I'm sorry for going pretty quick there. We have brown ales. Maybe I'll just put it down as an American brown ale. IPAs. Here's our IPAs. American, Belgian, Black, English, Imperial, Imperial Double Black, International Red, Session Triple White. None of those really fitted. I'm just going to put it down as an American brown ale. And then description, a hoppy brown ale based on tasty McD's brewing classic styles recipe. I laughed at McD because of the Rosie O'Donnell show. I don't know, maybe that dates me. But McD and the McDLTs. Sorry. So here we go. Add new beer. So not only is your beer there then, but your brewery is there as well. So if somebody drinks this at your house, we have Janet's Fraternal Twin, a hoppy brown ale based on Tasty McD's Brewing Classic Styles recipe. This beer has no activity, but I just finished one. So I'll check into that. Tonight. I'm going to check that in, and it's a phenomenal recipe. We're going to share it on Twitter. Officially on Untappd. So if you've followed through to the entire end of this video, awesome. If you haven't, I'm not talking to you. So thank you for watching, and check out WNYBrews.com. Thank you. Got it. All right, you ready for a bonus? Right here, the logo or the bottle label. Here's the thing. We need to change that. You can email them. You can email them. I'm pretty sure it's label@untappd.com. Might be labels. Either way, search the knowledge base. But what we're going to do now is we're going to claim this brewery. Okay? So West New York Brews, right here. We are going to claim the brewery. I clicked on the brewery, and I'm going to claim it. That way, if somebody checks in one of my beers, well, first of all, they're at my house, so I know who they are. But if they check in one of my beers, I can interact with them. Plus, you can then upload labels. Note, this is a home brewery, not a commercial brewery. Please make sure you are the one brewing this beer before claiming. I am the one brewing this beer, so far so good. Yes, continue. My name, and that is my name. Desired username, we already have that. Submit request. So a quick thing on what just happened. I want to continue using my West New York Brews account so that I do not lose those check-ins, but I also want to have the account so I can change things. So I added beers at the end of it because I do the podcast, and the podcast drinks. I drink. And the beers that you can have at my house will be under a separate account. So if that helps, that's how you add your brewery, your home brewery, to Untappd so that other people can check in. Thanks for watching.